Body has no guts to go. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, God damn it, Jesus ain't crazy! Welcome to the party, pal!
This is Peter Rosenthal, head film critic for The Onion. In today's Cinema Classic segment, I'll be looking at 1988's Die Hard, a pulse-pounding action movie about a terrorist attack on a Los Angeles skyscraper during the Nakatomi Corporation's annual Christmas party, and a film that ultimately leaves me wondering about the incredible gala that could have been. This was clearly going to be an elegant soiree, and I simply couldn't help dwelling on the fact that Nakatomi employees were robbed of a holiday gathering for the ages. Starring Bruce Willis as John McClane, Die Hard tells the story of a no-nonsense New York City police officer who travels to Nakatomi Plaza on Christmas Eve to visit his estranged wife at what's shaping up to be the party of the season. Everyone's dressed to the nines, the champagne is flowing, Nakatomi is capping off one of the best years in its history, and the whole staff is looking forward to a well-earned evening of holiday cheer. Yet, sadly, none of this is meant to be. Just as the party is kicking into gear, a heavily armed group led by Alan Rickman's villainous Hans Gruber arrives and brings the festivities to a violent halt. Moviegoers can only despair as they watch what must have been months of meticulous event planning go to waste. A handsome Christmas tree ripped apart by explosions, glass littering the floors where jubilant employees should have let their hair down and danced the night away. You can see that the Nakatomi hostages are frustrated, and who can blame them? This was their party. They worked so hard every day. Was it really so much to ask that they get one night each year to delight in a catering spread of peel and eat shrimp and bacon wrapped scallops? It's the little things that really show what a fantastic celebration this would have been. The gorgeous flower arrangements, that magnificent view of Los Angeles. And wait a second, is that a karaoke machine I spot rolling into frame? I've never even noticed that before. Just imagine the delight of the Nakatomi staff had Executive Joe Takagi embarrassed himself by butchering a rendition of, say, Blondie's Heart of Glass, rather than getting executed gangland style by Hans Gruber and his murderous henchmen. You can only hope that after Hans Gruber falls to his death in the film's climactic scene, that John McClane, his wife, and the rest of the surviving hostages get right down to planning Nakatomi's Christmas party for next year. Sure, it may be hard to even think about it first, after seeing dozens of their colleagues gunned down in cold blood, but the staff owe it to their deceased co-workers, and indeed themselves, to keep the Nakatomi tradition going and enjoy the truly memorable holiday extravaganza that they deserve. For The Onion's Film Standard, I'm Peter Rosenthal.